So after a rough start to 2020 with Iran, with coronavirus, with Boeing, feels like we just got out of 2019. Back with good earnings, good IPOs, all that. So let's talk about today. First thing in the morning, I'm listening to the Twitter Q4 earnings call. They're saying, great growth, best user growth ever as a publicly traded company. 21% daily active user growth and great back-end ad developer increases. So they're going to be able to iterate their product and improve their product a lot faster and a lot better and a lot quicker. So let's talk about this. So how did they get that 21% user growth? Jack Dorsey, the CEO, said it was exclusively on improvements to the product. They were getting a lot of people who would only come once a month, kind of check Twitter here and there. That's kind of where I was. I wasn't really using Twitter a lot. And all of a sudden, in the last month or two, I started using Twitter a whole lot more. Now I'm tweeting every couple of days at least. It's crazy. I'm back in Twitter. I guess I did something right, got me in, and same is consistent for a lot of other people. But the thing I think is most important and what's really going to increase the revenue is the improvements to the back-end advertising platform. So what makes Facebook and Google so great as advertising platforms is your ability to iterate ads, post a lot of ads, upload an ad and have it live within a day, and then be able to change it and all that kind of stuff. Twitter hasn't been able to do that. In order to have an ad on Twitter, you have to apply, get in contact with the sales rep, a long process. I've tried to advertise on Twitter, didn't get a single response. I just got thrown into some sort of advertising marketing email list where I get spam. It's not good. They only really work with companies like Disney. They didn't have a good back-end ad platform. They didn't have good software developers that could iterate very quickly. Now they're trying to implement a system very similar to Facebook's and Google's, and they'll be able to, churn out a lot more ads, get a lot of small and medium-sized businesses in there that can hyper-focus and hyper-target into that great Twitter platform and spread messages very quickly. I think it's going to be really good in the long term for their bottom line and bring a whole lot of revenue. They're trading at a very attractive PE ratio right now, less than 20, I believe. I bought it when it was at 16 PE ratio multiple. So I expect that to continue growing. If you're not in it right now, get in it right now because it's going to be too late soon. So get it now while it's cheap. Next is Casper. Casper had an IPO today. That IPO has been all over the place. Last week, they were trying to get $17 and $19 a share. Today, they're trying to get $12 a share. They IPO and they increase 30%. So Casper, they do the, mattress in a box business. Interesting concept. I don't have a mattress in a box. I have a normal mattress. Some people like it. I know people who got that. But I have a couple concerns about the business itself. Whenever you see a company that's willing to change their valuation like that in a week, big red flag. Big red flag. They needed money. I guess the public markets are the way to go. But a company that big with a product that's, kind of iffy, whatever. They can change their valuation if they want. They're running their company. The other thing is, I'm concerned to see how people are going to return the mattress if they don't like it. If you normally buy a mattress, you get it, you return it, no problem, you get your money back. Now, a mattress in a box, it's going to be pretty hard to get that mattress back in the box, whatever. It is what it is. I don't really cover the whole business. I'm just talking from a macro kind of level. I have concerns about companies changing the valuation too quickly like that. It's not very attractive. I would stay away from it. I don't really see any reason to invest in that. It's a very replicatable product, no economic moat, nothing to keep other people from entering that market. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people in that market. So they went into an IPO, changing the valuation, could be just trying to please the investors, get their money out and leave. Who knows, is what it is. They're on the market now. Do what you want with that information. But as a whole trend, it feels like, we're back in growth mode. Coronavirus seemed to flatline. We should be getting updated numbers from China any minute now. I'll post that on my story if it's something dramatic, but I don't want to keep talking negative because long-term bull run, that's what we're in right now. Markets were doing well. A lot of stuff was up today. A lot of stuff was up nicely today. My biggest position, Casper Therapeutics, down. They're reporting earnings on the 24th. I expect them to have another dominant quarter. So if you're not in that, be in that soon. I'm not going to give a lot of stock picks because I want to keep that for the internal people who are paying me money. But Casper Therapeutics is an absolute must buy, and I want to be on the record being saying that since 2017. So buy that stock now while it's nothing and expect to have the ability to cure all genetic disease 10 years from now. With that said, markets are looking good. I'm feeling good. Twitter's looking really great. I would get some of that now while it's cheap as well. And we'll talk tomorrow. Peace.